Nesbitt-Rodarte, HandmadeinTexas.net, and I'm here with Ellie Teramoto. She's based out of Cypress, Texas, and she's a photographer. Ellie, tell me a little bit about your photography. How did you come up with this process? Because your work is really interesting in that you have a eye level. Well, just tell me about your process.
My process is I try to depict the nature in a way that the viewer can feel like they are there in front of the picture. So that's the first thing I always think about whenever I take pictures. And then after that, I try to print on this is a picture printed on canvas. The canvas on the surface, it has more texture on it, so it gives a little bit more 3D effect. So that also helps actually to make the viewer feel like they are actually in front of the scene I was actually taking picture of.
And the angle, your eye level at it, so you just do feel like you're standing in the field.
Yes.
You've done a great job with that. And you make your own frames on some of your work, so tell me about that. How did you learn how to make a picture frame?
I actually like to work on wood from since actually before I was taking pictures of anything. I was interested in working on wood, and then so one day when I decided to do art show, I realized like I have to have a frame for those. And many frames are not wasn't the thing I saw. They are not my taste, so I decided to come up with own frame. And so I actually now I started from like a manual saw to cut the wood and everything.
Yeah.
But now it got a little busier, and it's so hard every time I have to cut the wood by my hand. So I now have a chop saw to cut, and then.
But the frame is really part of the artwork. It's they're together. You can't. They're part of the same piece.
Yes. So I stain the frame in the color that matches actually the subject of the picture, so that it looks more. The picture stands out.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. So if a new artist who's never shown at a market before wants to show at market, what's your advice to them?
My advice is. Just trust your work. I mean, art is subjective, and it start from maybe smaller prints if you're the 2D artist, and then see how the audience reacts to it. And also, art shows, it depends on the location you do the art shows, what kind of people live in the area. So my nature theme usually more popular among people who like suburbs.
So pay attention to where the market is and the audience at that market. That's good advice. That's very good advice. So you moved here from New York. You moved to Texas from New York. Which do you like better, Texas or New York?
It's very different. Texas has more time for myself. I can think about the thing I like.
A slower pace.
And New York, I didn't have time to think about art because I was working for a newspaper company. So I was I really didn't have time to think about art. So now I think I like it in a way that in terms of for my mental health thing. I like Texas better.
Excellent. Thank you, Ellie Teramoto.
Okay.
Nesbitt-Rodarte, HandmadeinTexas.net.